They moved in silence, struck without warning, and vanished like smoke. This is the real story behind Assassin's Creed, and it's far stranger than any video game. In the late 11th century, the Middle East was a battleground of colliding empires. Crusaders marched east, sultans fought for power, and out of this chaos, a new kind of weapon emerged. His name was Hassan-i Sabbah. He was a scholar, a visionary, and an exile who wandered for years, studying every faith and watching rulers rise and fall. He came to a powerful conclusion. If truth is fragile, then power must be absolute. But how do you seize power with no army, no lands, and no allies? Here's where the story gets interesting. Hassan discovered a remote mountain fortress called Alamut, nearly impossible to conquer. He didn't take it by force, he took it with ideas. He converted its garrison, one by one, whisper by whisper, until the stronghold was his. From this fortress, he would change the world. Alamut was just the beginning. Hassan built a new order, an elite group of followers, fanatically loyal and trained from childhood. They learned languages, mastered disguises, and perfected infiltration. They became ghosts among men, with one mission: to eliminate threats with surgical precision. Not with armies, but with a single dagger in the right place, at the right moment. Europe would come to call them the Hashashin, the assassins. Their methods were terrifying. They struck down leaders in crowded streets, at banquets, and inside guarded palaces. The assassins didn't run, they often stayed, just to prove their point. Nowhere is safe. Survivors spread the stories, and fear did the rest. The order's influence grew. Sultans negotiated with them, and crusader kings dreaded them. Even the mighty Saladin survived an attempt on his life and strengthened his personal guard forever. But the assassins were masters of psychological warfare too. Sometimes, they'd simply place a dagger beside a ruler's bed as he slept. No blood, just a message: we were here, we can return. Imagine waking up to that. That's how they won wars without fighting a single battle. Yet, even they had an enemy they couldn't outrun. In the 13th century, the Mongols stormed across Asia, destroying everything in their path. When they reached assassin territory, the order tried diplomacy, then intimidation. Nothing worked. The Mongols answered with total destruction. Alamut was burned to the ground, its legendary libraries emptied, and the hidden kingdom Hassan built was erased from the map. But even after their downfall, the legend of the assassins refused to die. Europe retold their stories, myths grew, and the word assassin entered languages around the world. Centuries later, their legacy inspired novels, films, and the games we know today. The truth, however, is darker, sharper, and more unsettling. The assassins proved a simple, frightening idea: a single invisible hand can change the fate of empires. And sometimes, the smallest blade casts the longest shadow.